The 10 jabs of boxing. Hello, Earthlings. Ultraviolet Ronald from the Bronx here. And today we're gonna get into the 10 jabs of boxing, going from the very basic to the most advanced, doing each jab 10 times, totaling 100 reps. Now, you're gonna sweat a little bit, so if you need some water, get some water. But other than that, let's begin. Starting off with number one, the basic understanding of the boxing stance is your bread and butter, the most important. If you're a southpaw, it's gonna be your left foot right outside that right foot. If you're conventional like me and most people, it's gonna be your right foot right outside your left foot. You wanna make sure this foot is more straight in the other direction. This foot is in a 45-degree angle. Your heels align with the toe. You're nice and light on those toes. You're making your body a small target. You're bringing those elbows in, tuck your chin, and bringing everything forward. Now, you wanna get used to this rocking motion right here. And this is the most important jab of them all, the feint. Your ability to sell the feint is gonna be the difference between you faking your opponent one way and making them react, and then you actually setting them up for the shot to take them out. So to perform the feint, you just wanna throw your lead arm out there a quarter of the way and really act as if you're gonna jab and add that sound in there for full effect. So just like this here. You want to really sell that feint and throw your body as if you're about to jab. All right, let's do it 10 times. You could either do it with a step or stationary. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, number two, the stationary jab. Now to perform that jab, all you gotta do is keep this lead arm loose, keeping those elbows in, and make sure that jab is going in a straight line. As fast as you bring that jab out, that's as fast as you wanna bring it back to your face, just in case you have to block, dip, roll, or whatever to get out of the way of a counter. Now, at the moment of impact, that's when you tighten up your fist, or if you have your hand open, that's when you ball up your fist. Okay, so it should look like this here. All right, let's go. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now let's get into number three, the step jab. As you step, that's when you want to throw the jab. So as you step, you jab. So say if there's a void and you want to break that void to get in range to hit your opponent, you want to step, keeping that posture straight, because if you lean too far forward, your chin is available for them to hit it. So in order to just break that void and still be at distance, keep everything straight while that jab is out, and then get right back into range. So it should look like this here. All right, now let's do it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now let's get into number four, the advanced jab going forward and backward. Now to advance, you push off your back leg while stepping with your front leg. To go back, you push off your front leg while stepping with your back leg. And you do it at the same time as you're jabbing. So just like that there. And right back to guard. All right, let's go 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keeping that guard up. All right, now we're gonna get into number five, the flicker jab, made famous by Muhammad Ali and Tommy the Hitman Hearns. It's a very blinding jab, more of a probing jab with a little bit of oomph right on it. So you're keeping that arm out 50 to 70% of the way. All right, it's not gonna be as much power as your normal jab, but the key thing is to blind them to set them up for a power shot. So you're gonna keep your hand out there, all right? Know your distance, know your range, so you're able to move out the way in case they try to rush you, okay? And you wanna make sure your footwork is on point and your posture is straight and that chin is tucked as you're doing it. So you're gonna throw the jab from right here. So you can probe with it just like this, just flicker it out as the name entails, or you could throw a little power, a Lennox Lewis is very famous for doing this too. It's very effective at throwing your opponent off because they have to keep looking to get that hand down. Alexander Usyk was so great when he was fighting Anthony Joshua, going like this and then flickering that jab out before he actually throws a full power jab. And then after they keep looking for that, that's when they got hit with that power shot. But let's go. 10, keeping that arm out there 50 to 70% of the way, and you're gonna pop it right from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now let's get into number 6, the jab made famous by Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather, and Paulie Malignaggi. The up jab, you have to have the athleticism, the cat-like reflexes, and the quickness of your punches to be able to get out of the way just in case that up jab does not hit. Because you want to be able to have your hand catch here, step out of the way, move, and completely just be not there to be hit. So now to perform the up jab, it's exactly what it entails. You throw it up from the guard. You're kind of leaning forward to slightly bait your opponent in. You're gonna keep your hand right here just in case they try to throw a cross. But again, you can roll with the cross. You can catch the jab, catch the hook here, catch the body shots because your arm is already gonna be right there. And again, if you wanna pivot out the way, you can dip, move your head, you can still do that. But it's to bait and lure your opponent in for a counter. So we're just gonna simply throw the punch up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, number 7, we're gonna get into a jab made famous by Manny Pacquiao. He broke a lot of people down with this vertical jab. It gets in between the guards. So no matter how tight your guard is, it gets right in between that guard. All right, this is number 7, the vertical jab. So to perform it, it's actually a punch that's derived from Wing Chun. You're just gonna throw it out straight on how it is. By your hand being up, it's gonna be easier to slip in between that guard, even if you have that high guard really blocking your head. Okay, so you're just gonna throw it out like a normal jab, keeping your hand straight, right as it is. Let's go. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now let's get into number 8, the side step jab. In order to perform this jab properly, you have to have the quickness, the reflexes, and you have to have very sneaky, stalkerish type boxing mentality when you're coming in. Because if not, you're gonna get hit. You think you're slick and you don't really have the application to be applying it, whether sparring or in an actual bout, you're gonna get hit. So you always wanna keep that hand right here as you sidestep. All right, so I'm sidestepping just like that. That's a sidestep. I'm gonna show it again. Keeping that hand right here. So my head is breaking that center line, it's getting out the way. That jab is there to you to hit, so if they were to come back, this hand is there to catch it. You can use that hand here, right back to guard. Let's go. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now let's get into number 9, the good old body jab. You could do the body jab 1 or 2 ways. You could do it the old-fashioned custom auto way, very effective. You step, and again, my head is fully out of range, all the way back here. My hand is vertical, but I'm turning over to maximize that power into the gut of my opponent, back up. Or I could just do it with a stepping motion and keeping my eyes right there, right back up. All right, let's go 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now this is the last one. This jab can be very effective when done and applied correctly. the power jab. This is very hard for a lot of people to execute because if you don't execute it correctly, you're there to be hit. Your arm, you're gonna stiffen it up more like you're throwing like an actual power shot. I mean, Miguel Cotto done it many times and knocked people down with it. Alexander Usyk, I believe, knocked down AJ with a power jab as well. It's very effective when done correctly. Now, when you're getting set up for that power jab, you're gonna be a little bit more square with your opponent. So when you end off, you can rotate your hips more into the punch, and you're doing more of a false step motion as you do it. So I'm doing more of a false step here to drive as much hip motion and rotation into that punch to maximize the power. You want to keep your hands right in front of you just in case you have to block, catch, whatever move, and do what you have to do that's necessary to get out of the way of an oncoming punch. So just like this here, you can bounce around, whichever you're comfortable with. Okay, let's go. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! You just completed 100 reps in the 10 jabs. Hopefully you got a lot of useful information from this. Practice this as much as you can. Record yourself either in the mirror, at your school, at your local boxing gym, at home, whichever is comfortable for you. Thank you for joining me on this journey to the ultraviolet. And if you liked the video, please comment and subscribe. And if you want to catch more videos like this one, check out this video right here. And always work towards becoming your greatest version.